This is Ian from Lee Media, and I want to talk to you today about these marketing services that are offered to self published authors or small presses. Oftentimes, they look very attractive, like you can get a deal 40% off. They seem very authoritative, like on page SEO, off page SEO. Let me explain something to you about the way that these marketing packages work. They can certainly do all of these things, and they'll take your money for it, usually thousands of dollars to start with, but they will not drive sales on Amazon or anywhere else. You know, social media account creation and management. Frankly, if somebody else is doing that for you, your social media account's not going to be really helpful to you. You need to be authentic about who you are on social media and your newsletter, things like that. You just can't outsource everything and hope that it's going to result in sales. What this will result in, these and other services like 5 video reviews, blog marketing articles, press release campaigns. These do not move the needle on sales for your book on Amazon or elsewhere. What does move the needle on sales for your book, and these are the books that my company publishes, are price, audience, and lots of reviews and ratings. You can see that some of the books that we're publishing here, they have hundreds of ratings. Those are the ones that generally sell steadily with advertising and other marketing that takes place. If the book doesn't have many reviews, like this is one we published a couple years ago, Social Security in 30 Minutes, has 18 reviews, and frankly, it's not selling that well. I see some self-published authors, they spend thousands of dollars on services like this, and their book barely has any reviews. The pricing might be messed up. There might be some problem with the cover. But even if they do have a couple reviews and the cover looks good and the pricing is right, that doesn't lead to sales, even if you're paying thousands of dollars for all this stuff. It doesn't work. So you need to understand, for sales on Amazon, the formula is very simple. Like if we go to a detail page, an Amazon listing like this one, okay, what's going to determine the sales of this book are the number of people in your target audience coming to the detail page multiplied by the conversion rate for that detail page. So the conversion rate for the detail page, that depends on things like how many ratings and reviews you have. It depends on, does the cover look professional? It depends on the pricing relative to other books that are in the same category. So if you don't have those things right, like I only have 18 reviews, it's not enough. I know it's not enough. But I'm kind of in a little bit of a chicken and egg situation here, because in order to get hundreds of reviews, I'd have to literally sell this book, thousands of copies of this book, or get it into the hands of hundreds of reviewers. And there's ways to do that. Like NetGalley is a program where you can get it in the hands of reviewers. But to get it in the hands of hundreds of reviewers, that's a really challenging thing, even on a platform like NetGalley. So the other part of this is, even once you have those things right, like some of my other books, like this one right here, Google Drive and Docs in 30 Minutes, you can see it has hundreds of reviews. Most of them are pretty good. But the only way that this sells consistently is by me paying for Amazon advertising to get hundreds or thousands of clicks to this particular detail page. I also do some social media promotion in newsletters, and that helps as well. But the bottom line is, in order for this book to sell, let's say 5 copies, I have to get probably 100 clicks to this page. I can pay for the clicks or I can get them via social media, but I need to get a lot of clicks there. And the page has to convert well. I said 5%. That's because there's so many reviews here, the pricing is good, and it's kind of an established brand. For someone who's just coming new to Amazon and they do not have an established brand, they only have like a handful of ratings or reviews, maybe the pricing is okay, but it's not, that's not going to be enough to get a good conversion rate. That means to sell even 5 books of a self-published book, a new book, it might take thousands of people coming to the page, thousands of clicks to the page to get the conversion right. So when you see marketing services like this, they seem slick, they seem like they're doing so much, be very, very careful here. Oftentimes it's a complete ripoff. First of all, they're charging way too much for it. They're charging thousands or even tens of $1,000s for something like this, like a diamond package. Okay? And then the other part of it is, even if they do this stuff, that's not going to move the needle on people clicking on the page, seeing something that they like, and then purchasing the book. That depends on you. That depends on writing, first of all, writing a great book. And that depends on doing things like making sure the cover and the price is right. And then also it means people actually reading the book and leaving a review, a legitimate review on Amazon. If you don't have those things right, the book is not going to sell. I'm sorry to be ranting about this, but recently I had a friend who came to me and they showed me something like this and included even other stuff like, of AI video generation, you know, uh, influencer campaigns. Like, are you kidding me? That's not going to move the needle on sales for the book. It's going to cost thousands of dollars. It's going to be a waste of money. It won't help you sell books. If you have another goal for your book, like it's awareness, you just want to make people aware of it for some reason. Sometimes people, they have a book and it's like their calling card, like a professional book. Let's say that you're a chiropractor and you write a book about being a chiropractor or your methods. Okay, have an Amazon book there. That will be your calling card for your other business. But if you want to sell books, this stuff, SEO optimization, keyword research, social media audience engagement, AI video reviews, that's not going to do it. Don't waste your money on stuff like this.